I'm Roxie with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. Welcome back to my channel where I'm all about musical theater. So if you're into that, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Okay, so I'm here to talk about how to prepare for a role in musical theater once you've landed the part. All right, so whether you know the show or not, you're going to read that script first off. And of course, you're going to be all excited to highlight your lines and, see what blocking is in the show, whatnot. But first, you're going to read that script just to get an overall view of the plot and the characters and in relation to everything. Then you're going to go back and read the script a second time and highlight those lines. I mean, and if you're a major character, that thing's going to be all yellow. But just get an overall view of everything in the show. And then you can go back and say, okay, where am I in the show? Where are my entrances and exits and all that good stuff? Secondly, if you have a dialect in the show, get that thing down pat. I mean, maybe you were able to pass it off or wing it in the auditions good enough to get in. But no matter what it is, if it's a Jersey or a bit of a Cockney or a nice Irish brogue or you're a dingy blonde like, oh, Seymour, whatever it is, get that shit down pat. Get a coach, whatever you have to do, but know it cold for the show. It can't just be passable or wing it. Know it. All right. And research your part. I don't care. I mean, whatever it is, if it's historical, especially if it's historical, know how they acted for that period of the time. If it's biographical, know that person. Take like Miles Frost. He totally brought back Michael Jackson back to life. He trained and studied Michael Jackson's every move. Adrienne Warren for Tina Turner, she totally embodied Tina Turner. That's how they won their Tonys. If it's like a bio-light, which is I like to call it, like Gypsy, and it's Gypsy Rose Lee. I mean, yeah, she was a real person, but I don't know that you have to embody Gypsy Rose Lee. But something like maybe Will Rogers Follies, that is kind of his life story, and there's things he's really good at. There's a lot of talents, but he was especially good with like roping. So sometimes there's certain skills you have to know to be good with that character. So that's what I'm saying. Like, learn that character, know that person, do your research. If it's a brand new show, that you are getting to create that character, that can be fun too, because it's a blank slate, and so you can just use your imagination to totally create a backstory. What's my motivation for doing what I'm doing? You can play off the other characters. You can just let your imagination run with it, learn from life experiences, do what you want to do with it. So that can be totally fun. After you've memorized your lines and your blocking, this is a musical. So there's layers, and now you have the singing and dancing. And sometimes people say, well, it's a musical, so can't just the singing and dancing sort of carry you? Yeah, no. That's where we're better than just, straight acting, a straight comedy and tragedy. I mean, no, are we better? Nah. I mean, yes. Yeah, I think we are. But some people do. They just write off the acting. But no, we are better than that. We have to make a really compelling, three-dimensional character. We can't just write it off to the tap dancing and the singing or whatever. You want to have this compelling character that people want to watch, and it's just as important to create it with your acting and your emotions, and whether it be a comedy or a tragedy, don't just leave the acting to the straight actors and the plays and the whatnot. You want to get this character and make it a full character. And so don't just rely on your great singing and your great dancing and whatever. Know your stuff. Make it a full person. All right, there you go. I hope you like that. Subscribe to my channel. Check out all my other videos, and I'll see you in the next.